In this video, we're going to add in our mighty chopper and do some pretty cool things with its behavior. Make it drop in some NPCs and kind of put in a trigger for when it begins to do anything.
That's right. I want to point out that originally, in Half-Life, there's a chopper already made who can drop NPCs. It's got its settings and stuff. But I figured I wanted to go ahead and show you how you can do it if you have a model that's not prefabricated to drop NPCs.
Oh, I gotcha.
So first, let's go ahead and spawn the chopper, since that we'll pretty much need. So
that would help,
NPC underscore heli. NPC underscore helicopter. There you go.
Okay.
Go ahead and spawn that, and we'll go ahead and turn it 180 degrees so it's actually facing us. Go into its side view and just move it around a little bit. There you go. We don't want it so that the barrel can't touch the pool, though, or come into the pool.
We don't want it to come in between the barrel and the pool.
That's right. So this would probably work out. Now, what we want to do now is bring in some path tracks, which are basically like the path corners we used for the NPC in the last level. This is just for units like trains or vehicles like trains and choppers and stuff like that.
Sure.
So path underscore track, and we want to place one above the helicopter so that the chopper will stop there for a moment when it spawns the NPCs, and we want to spawn one over here so the chopper disappears when it's away from our point of view.
Okay.
So first add the one here. We don't want to shift and drag them like we did in the last level, because the connection is not needed. We'll make that in another way.
Okay.
Go into the side view and move it up a little bit. Quite a bit, actually. There you go. Take this one and move it up. There you go. We do want to go ahead and rename them, since naming is important. So this will be path 0. I'm gonna go ahead and copy that if I need to use it later. And this will be path 1. So all is good. Now, we want to go ahead and adjust some settings with the chopper. So go into flags and say avoid efficiency, don't acquire enemies or avoid obstacles. We don't want it to go ahead and start haunting us and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
We also want to go ahead and say that it should wait for input. So wait for input. Yeah.
Okay. So it's gonna pretty much just sit there until we tell it to do something.
Unlike an the Citizen and the Combines, when you set this to sleep, it does show. So right now it'll just sit here and try shooting us until we give it some input.
Okay, so do not acquire means that it won't chase us. It'll still shoot at us, but it's not going to come flying over the wall to get us.
That's right.
Okay.
So we need this to know. Right now, this chopper doesn't know about this path point. If we set the path point right now, it will just fly right over there. What we want is when this wall scatters, we want it to awaken the chopper, and we want to set the path point of it to that point.
Cool.
So to do that, let's go ahead and select the breakable glass wall and go into outputs, add a new one and say on break. We want to name the chopper before we do this, by the way. So name this chopper, apply, and go into the glass wall again. Output on break, chopper, wake, and hit apply. Also, add one more and say on break, chopper, set track, and add in the track we want to set. So that would be path 0.
So when the wall breaks, we're going to make it fly to point 0.
That's right. So now this wall breaks, the chopper flies over here, and we want 2 NPCs to spawn. So let's just go ahead and copy one of the ones we got already. Shift drag it down here and go into the side view, drag it up. There you go. Then shift drag it again just to get 2. And we'll go ahead and name these. So this will be C1 for Combine 1. It'll be C2 for Combine 2.
All right.
So this particular path track, we want to go ahead and say, add a new one that says on pass. So when the chopper passed this point.
So we're adding a new output for it.
That's right.
Okay.
We want to go ahead and tell C1 to begin rappel down.
All right.
Gonna go ahead and apply and add a new one. Actually, just delete this, copy and paste the old one. The same with C2.
Okay.
We also want to go ahead and say that C1 and C2 should wake up, so that'd be wake enter for, let's just go ahead. There you go, so C1 will wake on pass and add a new one on pass. C2 should also wake.
Now, it doesn't matter that you're telling them to repel before they wake up, does it?
No, it shouldn't matter.
Okay.
Now,
they're going to start repelling while they're still asleep. They're really good soldiers.
That's awesome. Let's go ahead and change the view of this, change the direction it's facing, 180 degrees, so they'll actually face us when they get down.
Okay.
Apply. So now the chopper passes this point, they go down, but first let's go ahead and tell them that they should be in a sleep state. So select both of them and say, wait for input. So now they're going to go be asleep in midair until it passes this point. We also want to go ahead and say waiting for rappel to yes, so they'll actually rappel when they're spawned.
Okay.
Then what we want to do is when they hit the ground, the chopper needs to proceed to this point. So just go ahead and choose both of them. Hit Alt Enter and say output. Add new output on rappel touchdown. We want the chopper to set track again, and this time we want the track to be path 1.
Cool.
Hit apply, and they should both have that output. So if the player accidentally kills one while he's on his way down, the other one would still trigger that the chopper proceeds.
Gotcha.
Now,
so what if you're a good enough shot, which we don't have to worry about this from you, I know.
Yeah.
But if you're a good enough shot to kill them both in midair, would the helicopter ever fly away?
No.
Okay.
But
I mean, we're not worried about that because that takes a lot more skill than you've got as far as shooting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just go with that.
Just checking.
Now, the last thing we need to do is set the path 1 to actually kill the chopper when it passes. So add a new one that says on pass. Go ahead with the chopper and kill it. And that should be about it. And let's go ahead and test this out.
Awesome. And guess what, guys? The load time is actually longer than it was last time.
Yes!
Aren't you excited?
Good.
And now 3D Buzz brings you Hammer Loading. Times. That's right. You can sit here and watch Hammer load.
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 You're alone right now, aren't you? Look behind.
That's okay. It's entirely possible that when you're trying this at home, it's going to take longer to load on your machine than it's taking on this one. This is
because we got 3.1 gigahertz. So.
Yeah. Loads faster on my machine.
Okay, so we got the level. Let's open up the door. Go ahead and see if there's an actual chopper. It seems like
I see him.
I see the chopper. He's looking at us like he's hungry. Whoa, he starts shooting.
Too, apparently.
Okay.
And here's the dumb combine, guys. You know, when we get a chance, maybe we should turn them around.
No, that's not fair. I need a chance.
That's true. You need all the help.
Notice there's no combines in midair. So, and he's trying to shoot us. He's really angry.
Boink.
So
right off the ceiling. Pathetic.
Oh, that's right.
At least we got a lot of barrels up here to try this with.
Yeah, I did that intentionally. So, that was bad timing. So now he flies over, and the two combines
Wow, and they're shooting on their way down. Ow.
Oh!
So
the chopper's gone, and we pretty much
The chopper's
died.
Gone. You can't handle your own level.
Awesome. But
that's okay.
That did indeed work, so
we can go ahead and go back to Hammer.
Next level, we're going to talk about adjusting the skybox just a little bit.
Okay, cool. So that'll wrap it up for this video. Thanks a lot.